I fix my eyes on Christ. I fix my eyes on Christ.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Colton's Reviews, where I review Bibles, books, and other nerdy theology things. And today, I have a cool one for you. You've probably seen these around the internet quite a bit if you're into premium Bibles at all. And this one, it's either a love it or hate it kind of Bible. I happen to love it. Of course, we're talking about the Cambridge Pitt Minion. I have it here in the ESV. This is a small, very portable Bible that is really a companion to this guy, the Cambridge Wide Margin, the Eagle, as it's known. And the Pitt Minion works perfectly alongside this guy. Now, there's also another one that works with these three called the Diadem. I do not have one of those. I would love to get my hands on one sometime, but for now, I'll just show you what I do have, okay? So this Bible this one is in goatskin. You can get it in brown or black goatskin or calf split leather. This is the black goatskin, which in the black goatskin it runs you about $100, which is a lot of money for, especially how small this Bible is. To some folks, that's a lot of money for any Bible. So I would understand why there would maybe be hesitation to pick this one up, but let me see if I can sing its praises a little bit for you. So here's the box. It comes in this awesome clamshell box that most Cambridge Bibles come in. And you can see some of the features there. We have premium features like art gilding, and the goatskin leather cover. Now, it is a paste down liner, as you'll see in a second. So it's kind of a unique thing all on its own. There's really not another Bible out there like the Pitt Minion. Let's look at it. The goatskin cover is nice. It's soft. It feels good in the hand. On the spine, we have tooled ribs, just like in the Cambridge Wide Margin, Holy Bible, English Standard Version, Cambridge. We have 2 ribbons, which is nice. I always like to have more than one ribbon. These are not super great ribbons, but they are ribbons nonetheless. 2 red ones. There you can see right there, it's labeled goatskin leather. It kind of sticks out of the bottom there. Okay, and you can see just by looking at this, the size of this Bible. My hand is larger than this Bible. Now, I have pretty large hands, so I understand that, but this is a small Bible, okay? So let me bring the wide margin back in here so you can see a comparison of the size. So here's the wide margin, the Cambridge Wide Margin, and here's the Pitt, okay? It's substantially smaller, as it should be. But yeah, there's just something for you to kind of get an idea of what the wide margin. Here, you know what? I have a quarter right here. So this will help you kind of scale real to life to see a little bit how small this Bible is. So with that being said, let's look at the inside. And the layout is going to look very similar to the wide margin, just in a smaller package without wide margins. So we have that paste down liner again, and it seems very sturdy. I don't think this should be a huge concern that it's paste down and not edge lined. I think it's bound really well. We have a few pages here. We have a presentation page. I love Cambridge's, by the way, because you can just do whatever you want with them. There's no there's just lines and a pretty looking stuff. And then, the basic typical stuff that's in the front of the ESV Bibles, and then we get to the text, okay? And you can see this is a small text. I'm not sure let me see. It doesn't really say on here what the actual text size is. It's small, okay? But that's one thing about this Bible. It is a very small text, but because of the quality of the printing, the darkness of the letters, and the line matching that Cambridge is so great at, it's like looking in high definition compared to other Bibles that have small text. So the text is small. It's always going to be small, but it is a beautiful reading experience, in my opinion. Now, would I want to read this particular Bible for hours on end? Not really, okay? Now, I have used this Bible for morning devotionals and read it 30 minutes at a time or whatever, and it's fine. But, for really deep study and reading a lot, I wouldn't use this one, okay? What I do use this for, however, is my travel Bible situation. This is the Bible I often take to church. It's the Bible that is great to have with you if you're going on a trip and you want to bring a Bible, but your luggage is sparse or whatever. You need to minimize your packing situation. This thing is awesome, and it's very, very readable. It's small, but very readable. And if you own the wide margin, everything's going to look very familiar because it is a 1-to-1 comparison with the wide margin. If you were to go to Psalm 111 in the Cambridge wide margin, the layout is going to look exactly the same as this layout, okay? Except for wide margins and bigger text, which is, in my opinion, just a beautiful thing. We need more Bibles that do that have kind of a study and the travel companionship thing going on. I love that about this. So we get single column, and this is one of the things that is great for this being a travel Bible. We get a single column in the center of references that will bleed over here as the references get a little bit bigger, okay? It is awesome to have a full reference suite in such a small package that you can take with you anywhere. And by the way, just look at how gorgeous that art gilding is. I mean, that's just, Cambridge, in my opinion, does art gilding, I think, the best. I mean, just being honest, theirs tend to be my favorite. And beautiful. So you got the gold and then that beautiful art gilding. I love it. And another thing to mention is this is a red letter text Bible. And Cambridge, in my opinion, does great with their reds. You can see that it is very readable red. It's not faded looking. It's dark enough to where you can actually read what the text says. So, yeah, just an awesome Bible and for travel. And if you don't have a hard time reading small print, if it doesn't wear on your eyes, this Bible could be great. Like for every day, just kind of your one and only, if that's you. So yeah, it does come also with a concordance, as you can see here, which is awesome. You have that tool with you. And then we have Cambridge maps in the back, which are, without a doubt, some of the best maps in the business. See, there's even an index for the maps here. And then we have these really well done Bible maps. We get to the end. And I've taped some things in here that, because this is just kind of my everywhere, take it with me. I taped the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed in the back here, and just a list of books of the Bible in the back. Just things that I kind of like to do with my travel companion here. So, in conclusion, even if you don't have the Cambridge wide margin and you just want an awesome travel Bible, I highly recommend this. And if you were to get it in the calf split, which I'm not sure how available that is, and I think they also have it in imitation leather, really the only feature you're going to be missing is like this art gilding and the goatskin cover, obviously. But all of them are paste down. I think this Bible is an excellent companion addition to the wide margin. But if you don't have the Cambridge wide margin and you just want a great travel Bible, man, this thing is epic. It has legendary status, in my opinion. So check out the Cambridge Pitt Minion if you haven't already. Wonderful, wonderful edition of the scriptures. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe down below. If you wouldn't mind, I would greatly appreciate it. We will catch you guys in the next video.